Hi Sam. Today, we're going to learn the word
sterben,
Hey Alex. What does
sterben,
mean?
sterben,
means to die. It can also mean to pass away or to perish. The most common usage is in the context of death. Just a heads up, a false friend is the English word,
Stier,
which has a completely different meaning.
That's interesting. How do we use
sterben,
in sentences?
Great question.
sterben,
Is a verb, and here are some key conjugations. In the present tense, you say,
ich sterbe, du stirbst,
and,
sie, es stirbt.
for example, you could say,
Ich sterbe vor Hunger.
which means I am dying of hunger. In the past tense, you might say,
Ich starb.
which is the prateritum form, and in the perfect, it's,
Ich bin gestorben.
meaning I have died.
So in the imperative, how would you tell someone to die?
Well, we usually don't say that, but for practice, you would say.
Stirb.
However, it's important to use this carefully since it can sound harsh.
That makes sense. Where does the word
Sterben.
come from?
Sterben.
Comes from Old High German,
Sterben.
which also meant to die. The meaning has stayed quite consistent over centuries. It's fascinating how languages evolve, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I love learning about the history behind words.
Now, let's break down
Sterben.
into its components. The root is,
Sterb.
and it doesn't have a prefix or a suffix in this case. It's a simple verb. It's interesting to think about how it connects to life and mortality.
So there aren't any Lego pieces to assemble here.
Exactly. But if you think about it, the concept of dying is a significant part of life, and that association can help you remember the word.
Can you give me some similar words?
Sure. We can look at words with the same root or similar meanings. For example,
Absterben.
means to wither away,
Versterben.
means to die out, and
Aussterben.
is to become extinct. Then there are words like
Ersticken.
meaning to suffocate, and
Verwelken.
which means to wilt.
Wow, that's a lot of related words.
Yes, and they all have their own nuances. Additionally, there's
Begräbnis,
which means burial, and
Tod,
meaning death.
Okay, how can I use
sterben,
in real life?
Good question. Let's imagine 3 situations. First, at a funeral, you could say,
ist gestorben.
meaning he has died.
Right, let me try.
hat gestorben.
Almost. Remember, it's
Ist gestorben.
Got it. What's the next situation?
at the doctor's office, you could ask,
Was passiert, wenn ich sterbe?
which means, what happens if I die?
I see, so let me try.
Was passiert, wenn ich sterbe?
Perfect. And for traveling, you might hear,
Ich möchte nicht sterben.
which means I don't want to die.
That makes sense. So I could say,
Ich will nicht sterben.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about gender.
Sterben.
Is a verb, but if you were to use the noun form,
Tod.
it's masculine, so you would say,
Der Tod.
a mnemonic image could be a clock ticking, reminding you that time is limited.
that's a good image.
Now, regarding usage notes,
Sterben.
is generally a neutral term. However, it can be used in both formal and informal contexts. Typical collocations include
An etwas sterben.
meaning to die of something, and
Vor etwas sterben.
which means to die from something.
Are there any words that are commonly confused with
Sterben.
Yes,
Sterben.
can be confused with,
Versterben.
which is a more formal way to say to die.
Can you give me some example sentences?
Of course. Here are a few.
Mein Großvater ist gestorben.
Meaning my grandfather has died. Another example is,
Die Blumen sind verwelkt und fast gestorben.
which means the flowers have wilted and almost died.
I see.
One more.
Viele Tiere sterben in der Wildnis.
Which means many animals die in the wild.
This is really helpful. Can you quiz me on what we learned?
Sure. First question, what does
Sterben.
mean?
To die.
Correct. Second question, what is the present tense form for?
Ich.
Ich sterbe.
Right. Third question, what is the noun form of death?
Tod.
Very good. Fourth question, what is the past participle of?
Sterben.
Gestorben.
Excellent. Last question, how do you say he has died in German?
Hat gestorben.
Close. It's
Ist gestorben.
Thanks for the correction.
no problem. So, the key takeaway today is how to use the verb
Sterben.
in various contexts. It's an important word with a deep meaning.
I really enjoyed our session today, Alex. Thank you.
You're welcome, Sam. Keep practicing, and I look forward to our next lesson.